I just had this dropped into me today. This is the ICS ASG, the 15th Hera Arms. Now it's a few issues on it. One, it has a G&G grip, which is away from the body, and I don't know if that motor is going to be straight enough in there. Second is barrel wobble on that. That's why he's got it held down. The trigger is very, what can I say, it's, you pull it and it takes a long pull before it'll fire, and it just feels sloppy. There's nothing on the trigger really. Barrel probably needs a good cleaning. I don't know what the bucking type is in it. It's getting 45, 50 when I had it set, so the power is way down, 0.5 of a joule. 0.5 of a joule, shall I say. So yeah, half a joule's not good. Probably need shimming and stuff like that, but first off I'm going to see what I can do about this barrel wobble, if there's anything I can do there. So I have to cut these off. I'm going to take the inner barrel out first anyway. Looks to be stainless steel barrel. I don't know, is it original hop unit? Probably is. First time opening one of these, so there we go. Now, I don't know, is that a micro switch or what kind of unit is in that? Or I'll have to have a look at that later. Let's put that together for now. Have a look at those the BB inside it. What kind of hop is on that? Right, the bucking lips inside is like two prongs sticking down. So I don't know, maybe it just needs, the barrel needs a good clean. The bucking just the wash and soapy water, maybe. Right, I'm going to cut these off. Interesting. Right, I'm going to pop these bloody yolks back in here because I don't want to lose them. So, does this bottom rail come away from the top rail if you unscrew all these? Because there's a gap in there. So I'm thinking this bottom rail comes away. Alright, something new there. Alright, this isn't secure here at this joint. There's a lot of movement there. So that's the culprit right there, that's not in right. A lot of movement there. So that's one we have to solve. I'm just going to sort this out and I'll get back to you on that. I'll just tell you what I done. Right, I got rid of the barrel wobble. Let's see. What I done is the grub screws that are inside holding the barrel kind of onto that piece. I took the back one. There was none in the back one. I took the front one to put it onto the back one, and I just tightened down the two side ones more and tightened the top back one more, and that seems to have stabilised it more there now. You can see this is a threaded on rail, so I should keep it in there. It's not no movement out of it now. If you do that, it's obviously going to move a little touch, but nothing major. So that's that bit done. Next I'm going to clean this barrel and the bucking inside the hop unit there. Just clean that out. I'll put this down the way. Pull this apart. I'll have to put a light on here now because... Right, bit of light on. Hopefully you can see a little bit better. Right, hop unit. Turn the hop off, and there's still a little touch of hop left on, even though the hop is all the way off. Right. Not familiar with that bucking. I know Prometheus have a blue bucking, but theirs is flat, isn't it? This bucking has like two fangs inside it. I can show you really close up. Come off there, it's split off there, and it's split off there. So that bucking's not really that good. Right, that's one thing. I have to find the nub now in here. There's a nub. Here is a concave knob, looks like a maple leaf. Where is it? It's a bit harder than a maple leaf for mega knob. Could possibly be, but not too sure. You're in meowing at me again, Salem, are you? No more treats.
Realizes there is no.
Right, I'm just looking at this barrel. And that window is really small in there. So I don't know how that was fitting in. Maybe that's why it's bloody split. But that window's really small. Hey. I don't know how straight it is. Looks like there's a small bit of a warp to it. So yes, right, I'm going to have to message the owner, because I think the barrel is a slight twist put out there. It's kind of off, not straight. Or it could be my eyes, but that doesn't look straight to me, just down here. It's kind of bent off there in that area. Maybe the camera can pick it up, I don't know. To me that just looks slightly bent up. So it's bent up the way. Could be in my eyes, I don't know. Could be in the gap. Yeah, I can see there's a gap. All the rest of it's, and there's a gap here, gap there. It's not quite straight. Seemed to shoot okay, but it was sluggish. It wasn't. I don't know. Maybe I'd get away with it. Just polish it out inside. But I don't like that window. It's too small. I think he may need to order a new barrel, new bucking. The knob is really hard, so I don't know about that. Might get away with salvaging the knob. Right, I have to message him. I was saying, this barrel window was really small. So what I've done is dremeled both sides of it to open up that window a bit more. It's really hard to see in this light. Show you it here. It's just opened a bit more, so the inner bucking knob can fit in there properly, because that window was really small, and I'd say that's what's happened to this bucking. It's been squashed up and it's just pulled them away from there. So yeah, not good. There's a slit right at the back there, split there. Feels like a 60-degree bucking. Slit there, slit there, slit there. So yeah, what I'm going to do now, I have some of this polished stuff here. I'm going to clean the inside of this barrel, because there's kind of, I don't know if somebody's done something, made this barrel or done some, I don't know. The barrel isn't right. Just inside there's kind of twirl marks, and it's not from what I've done, because I didn't touch inside there. I just dremeled there. This is swirl marks this way. So I don't know what's happened inside that, but I'm going to give it a polish with this anyway. I'll just be back when I've done that. There's no point you wasting your time watching me polish that barrel. Right, I have the barrel cleaned, clean the inside. Now, instead of throwing out this bucking, it can be salvaged. I'm going to flat hop it, so I'm going to take these off, and I'm going to take off that ridge at the back as well, and turn it into a flat hop instead of wasting the bucking, because I don't think it's gone all the way through or nothing like that. It's just peeled off, so I'm just going to flat hop it. It's alright, new blade. What I'll do when I turn it back the other way, and I'll pop it back in the hop unit and see where it comes to here, and I'll just trim it. I'll turn the barrel and just trim the bucking at the same time. Alright, turn it the opposite way. I'll give that a rub. And this rubber is so thick, it's hard to cut. So hopefully I can get it even enough. And I won't do it like that, we drop it. There we go, piece off. It's not the straightest. It's okay, though. Now, assemble this back together and see how it goes. Right, the piece that I trimmed inside, I want to the side of the barrel, not in the window. So I have to find where I trimmed, turn the barrel sideways, so that piece then is just normal rubber inside there. It's not being touched. I hope that's not a hole in that. I don't think so, no. That's okay. I am going to put a small bit of PTFE tape on there. The indentation of where the outer nub was pressing really hard in there. Now, let's test the hop. I can see there's a concave hop with that nub, but that nub, seeing as it's concave, there's not enough to apply, enough to get hop on, full hop on, like what you're going to need to lift. So it's going to have to be a flat hop nub that's going to have to go in there. The concave nub won't work with it. So I'll have to take that out and find a flat hop nub for it. Oh. The only one I could find is one of my own Sugru flat nubs. That's what I'm going to try in it, because I only could find the other ones are concave nubs I have. So it'll have to be a Sugru flat nub. No, I'm not even going to bother taking that off actually for this. Let's check that. Up on, let me see. See, right, yeah, that's flatter there now. A lot more hop. I can show you. You can see it's hard to. Right there. It's really hard to show. But yeah, it's flat. Anyway. Much hop. There's a good bit of hop. So yeah, that is flat hopped. I ain't going to touch nothing on that now. The only thing I'm going to do is just wipe it down. There we go. On that. No, that's that. No, that came out of it. Let's actually test the difference in these two. Yeah, there's both same. Now, I'm not going to know anything on that until I test fire it and see what it does. I'll just throw that in there as well because they're both the same. Clean up some of this because next I'm going to be having a look inside this because it's only doing 0.5 of a joule and that ain't fucking good, so that would probably be a spring change. Right, drink time. My god, it's so hot. I hate this heat. I hate summer. Give me winter any minute. Sorry for all you summer lovers that like getting tan, but this shit's too hot. One, two, three, four. Never open one of these. Absolutely new system to me this is. Do I have to unscrew them up there? Or what? Probably. Phillips set. Okay. You know what? Maybe I should do that first. Take that spring guide out. It's gonna be easy. manual arsehole. There we go. What the fuck? The fuck is that? Yeah, that's a bag of shit. It's been previously chopped, but why would they chop it down to that low for the jewel? Alright. Don't fucking know what the fuck I did there. Or open it. Right, I'm just hand-holding this camera for now. What I've done so far, you've seen, I was taking the upper apart there. I took all the lower apart, took all the upper apart. I've fixed the compression on that. That's not a big issue there. Lower, right, took it apart. These gears were really tightly shimmed. There's all kind of, I don't know what grease it was, but it looked like lube, not grease. It's really tacky, sticky. It's on the gears, it's sticky. It's like lube. Alright, so that's what I've done there. Found, I don't know if you can see the coppery colour there. One of the wires, the black wire rolling down, was all chewed in half. I'll show you that now here. I'm just about to, you can see it right there. And the camera decides to focus, there we go. Yeah, so that's broke right in half, chewed up, and there's another bend in it somewhere, kink in it somewhere there. So yeah, I'm just gonna try soldering the wire in there now. I don't have no black wire, so it's gonna have to be a silver one. I already have a connector on the end of it, so solder that in, and then I'll put some black tape on that so it's more recognisable. I have to re-shim this because God knows who re-shimmed that before, or whether it come like that from the factory, I don't know. Yeah, the joys of it. Re-shim that, see what the AOE's like on it, try correct that. Yeah, the joy's right. That's all for now. I'll have some at the end of the video, just put it all back together and test it. Right, just for the heck of it, I threw in a Jeffron active brake into the ICS ASG Hera Arms. Now this one is what comes standard in it, and they say it's proprietary, but just for the heck of it I threw that in just to test it. Just give it a trigger pull. Seems to work. So if you've one of these, Jeffron goes in where it needs a little bit of modding, just down at the corner, and excuse me, the screw holes. Screw hole there needs dremeling out a bit, and the top hole needs dremeling out a bit, and it'll fit in. So that's that. I'm going to throw this one back in. Hopefully it'll work after I had to fit new wire. The wire is silver instead of black, but I have a black connection down the bottom for the motor. But I'll put some black tape on there and see how this works, whether it'll work properly again or not. So yeah, there we go. That'll fit in. And I think I've put a new nozzle on this. Just tiniest little bit bigger. Seems to go into the hop unit okay. Same as the original. I'll put the original back on. I'm just doing both this way. It goes in like that. You can see the gap, the space there. This one, space there, same. So these are supposed to be proprietary as well for some reason, I don't know why did say that. But we'll see how it goes. Alright, just shim the bevel to pinion. See, very tiniest little gear spins free with the motor. Nice and free. Tiniest, just if you can see that tiniest little bit. That's all it needs. It was too tight. I've done the shimming before. So that's freer now. I'm just putting all this back together. Test it out and see how it goes. See if it's any worse, any better than it was. Alright, I'll stick the rest back together and I'll be back to you again. Right, I'm nearly done with this Hera Arms ICS ASG thing. Right, what I've done, I fitted one of the gate ABs, active brake MOSFETs. That's what I had left. You can see in there. It's on the standard trigger, it's hardwired into the standard trigger. Now this is only on semi, there's no full auto on it. Oh well. And the function for releasing the spring when you put it into safe has gone as well. The active brake, the spring goes forward anyway. Yeah, the trouble I had with it, the original MOSFET, this one blew. Tried a different MOSFET in it, same thing, blew the MOSFET. The motor, that's what blew the MOSFETs, two of them. Nearly blew this one, where I just pulled the thing in time. But the motor just started smoking. Could have gone on fire, but as I said, I pulled the thing smell of burning out of it. I've checked the bushes, they seem to be grounded, there must be something inside. I don't know what this is about because they've got kind of a wire cable going from the live over to the neutral, so I don't know what that's about, why they do that. But yeah, the motor stinks. It's like hot rubber burning out of it. So yeah, there's the fun and games. Blue 2 MOSFETs. This one's working. You can see standard trigger block. They're supposed to be proprietary for some reason. That's what they say on their Hera Arms, ICS, ASG. Shim the gears, bevel to pinion, put a new motor in it. It's got the Tokyo Marui, is it the 40,000, whatever, 1000 or something it is, I don't know. But it's the Tokyo Marui motor that came out with the NGRS. So yeah, it's got G&G grip on it. Didn't quite fit. Screw holes was off inside. I had to sort that. Pull this back a bit. Dremel out this area. Pull the, because the motor was kind of off. The bucking, what was inside it, flat hop that. Put a subgroove flat nub that I make into it. Corrected AOE. Yeah, just fixing the spring now to put into it so I'll get the power up. Just tried 2 springs there and the power's still 0.92 something like that. Just get a bit more, so I've just done a spring there and stick it in. It was just over 1 joule, so I've compressed it a touch to bring it back down and then chrono it again, see what it's like. But it is a bit slow because he's using 7/4s, but it's nice on a 11/1. Right, I'll do the spring, chrono it again, see how I get on. Yeah, as well, I am doing the spring guide. See how I've got it umbrellaed up here. I'm going to trim this off and the spring will sit up, it won't be touching the metal, and heat shrink this here so there's no metal going to be hitting back and forth on it. It'll be a bit quieter than that. So yeah, I'm going to do that now. Alright, that's all I'm doing with that now. This is it on a 25 gram 7/4 battery. 0.974, 289. $291, 286. So yeah, happy with that. Hop set for straight shot. Just give it a on the 7/4. Motor needs adjusting a bit. Yeah, I'll do the motor now in a second. Just try the 11/1 on it. One. Big difference with the 11/1. So yeah, that's that. Finally, after 2 days of messing with it, blowing MOSFETs. So it's got no motor, no spring, New air nozzle, AOE corrected, shimmed, bucking flat hop knob, barrel window cut wider, barrel wobble fixed, upper receiver wobbles not as bad as it was. Put a bit of glue either side of the thing here just to build it up, and then let it dry, and then pop the pin through, and it's just sturdy that up a bit. Don't worry, the glue's not hardened with the receiver stuck to it. So yeah, but, adjust that motor, and then that's it. Put it back, stock back on, and it's done. Right guys, that's all on this video. It was a bit of a choppy video, in and out cuts and that, because if I'd have filmed it for 2 bloody days, crikey, I was hours at it trying to figure this out. So right, that's it. It's on this video. If you liked the video, you know what to do, hit the like. If you want to subscribe, you can do. And catch you on the next one.